Hi, my name is Kirsty Cunningham and I have been working in the real estate industry locally for about 16 years. Having joined the YPA franchise back in 2013, I've really enjoyed playing a pivotal part in the growth of the Wynnum City office and watching the YPA franchise as a whole reach incredible levels. Having moved to the area with my family when I was only 10 years old, it's been an absolute privilege watching the area grow to what it is today, and remaining here and raising my own family here has become one of the most easiest decisions that I've ever had to make. Outside of real estate, I love catching up with friends, family, having a coffee, going to the football or trying new places to eat. But the most important thing in my life these days now is my little daughter, Kenny. Having the perfect balance doesn't exist, I don't think, between work and home life, but I've got a very supportive husband at home and I couldn't achieve the goals that I have that are always evolving and changing without my support network at home. I never knew that I wanted to be a real estate agent. Having entered the industry at a really young age, whilst I was still completing high school, I was fortunate enough to get different insights into the industry. After school, I tried something different and went into a traineeship in the sporting industry, which I thought that I would really like, but it did push me back into real estate. It was always in the back of my mind that it was something that I wanted to continue with and strive to see where it took me. After trying the different industries, it was really evident to me that real estate was for me, and it was time to now focus all of my energy and time into trying to be the best that I could in the real estate industry. It was still at that stage, I had no idea that this, would become what it is and how many doors would open up for me from that day. My ambition now was to gain as much knowledge as I possibly could. After starting in a front of house position, I transitioned into a bit of an office all-rounder, assisting both the rentals and sales side and doing a bit more of the account side of things too. After gaining all of that knowledge, it was then really known to me that sales was the avenue that I really wanted to take. Being a woman in the industry, I was told things like reception, you're so good at reception, or we're not sure if there's a place for you in sales. And whilst that may have discouraged some people, it really pushed me. That was a bit of a turning point that I thought to myself, I really want to show these men in the industry that there is a place for me, because I've always been one to put 110% into everything that I do. And that wasn't a push out of the industry for me, it was more of a motivation that I can now show you how it's done. Working in one of the fastest growing corridors, we shouldn't be discouraging people from getting into the industry, we should be encouraging them, because there's so much potential out there, and I think that's what's driven myself to a point where we really want to take YPA to unprecedented levels around here. Within the past few years, I've been lucky enough to become one of the directors at YPA Wynnum City, and bringing my own past rejections and my own experience, I think that has allowed me to become the leader that I really strive to be. Growing YPA and having strict core values and recruiting people with only the same ambitions is probably the most important part for me now moving forward. Our culture really stems from the top, from our corporate brand to our own office. There's no discrepancy in the goals that we're wanting to achieve. What I love about our office is that everyone brings their own diversity. We love to have fun at work. Everyone has a smile on their face 99% of the time, but most importantly, we're all there to work hard, but we celebrate the goals that we achieve all together as one. We're one big family. If I was to provide any advice for anyone looking to get into the industry, it would just be take your time and really give it a chance. I think the only time where people go wrong in this business is that they think that they're going to build their brand overnight. It certainly doesn't happen that way. Unlike what I was told in terms that sales wasn't for me, I think if you've got a really strong work ethic and you're passionate about what you do and provide good customer service, then this industry can take you places that you probably wouldn't know either. From the outset, I think that people look at real estate agents and think we just go out for coffees and lunches, fancy lunches all the time, but they miss the fact that they're working long hours, they're missing putting their children to bed, their sporting events on the weekend, or missing family weddings and gatherings because we work every single Saturday. But whilst there are so many sacrifices, on the other hand, there's huge rewards from being in this business, and meeting different people every day can teach you so much about life skills. For me, the feeling of being given the opportunity to represent a client in the sale of their home or help someone secure their dream home, there is no better feeling, and it's something that I will never take for granted. I get just as excited now making a sale or helping someone buy their home as I did when I made my first, and the feeling doesn't change.